Good morning people, today we are going to be reviewing this, and this is the Parkside 170 bar pressure washer. Now Parkside is the home brand of Lidl, so that is where I got it from, and at the moment it says it is on a mega deal, so you get all of these stuff that comes with it for the price of £119. It's a very odd number, isn't it? Why is it not 120? But yeah, £119. So let's open it up and let's see what we got. So that is now everything out of the box. We have got two hose quick connects, one filter, your wand attachment with an adjustable spread, along with your patio cleaning head, the trigger gun, a cleaning agent bottle, and then a cleaning brush. So that is everything that comes inside the box. As for the washer itself, this is really heavy. This is a lump. This is a proper unit. But it looks quite well built actually. So as you can see, this is the water pipe that comes onto the washer. So you would plug your hose connector here, and then look, it's on a reel. So you would pull this through here when you want to use it, and then when you're done, you just wind it back up, which is pretty good. The power cable is then wrapped around the back using these, and look, that makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? Look, this is, you just twist this off to take away the power cable, which is a pretty good idea. And this is the cleaning bottle, so we can use your cleaning product, whatever it might be. Obviously it's going to recommend the Parkside stuff. We put that in there and then it should be able to squirt out. Then up here we've got the telescopic handle like that, the on and off switch, and just here, you see this little red thing? That is a cleaning nozzle. So then that can, back up, so then you can clean out the nozzle in here, and then you put it in here so you don't lose it. Also a pretty good idea. So a good mark for the Parkside there is that there isn't anything to put together. All we really need to put together is this. This is the filter, and then this is your quick connect that goes on it. So we're going to pop the filter in. The filter goes this way round. So you push that in there. Grab this, make sure your seal or O-ring is inside there, and screw that to here. Hopefully this doesn't leak. And there we go. So apart from putting the trigger gun on, we're pretty much ready to go. So let's go outside and let's see how good or bad this is. So I brought the washer outside and my garden is due some TLC. So for this video I will be cleaning the patio tiles, just so I can show you. But I've got the power cable extended and the water hose extended. The power cable is 5 meters long, which is about normal for one of these pressure washers. But a 10-meter long water cable, can you see the bit of wood down at the end of the garden? That is really good. You don't usually get a 10-meter cable as standard. You usually can get an extension pipe to make it longer. But that means you can be 15 meters away from the power source, because the power source is usually what restricts you, because usually your garden hose is pretty long. But that is really good, and it comes on the reel as you saw. So let me connect it up to the gun. We'll switch it on and see what it's like. And it's pretty easy to attach this to the gun. Can you see inside there? There's two like scissor mechanisms, so you press this down and it moves out of the way. See it like that? You don't actually have to press it to push it in, you can just push it and it clicks in, but obviously you don't want to damage the seals on here, so I would recommend pressing the button and then pushing it in. So there we go. So then let me turn on the water. So the water is now turned on, it is plugged in. I'm just going to flick this red switch. There we go, so hopefully this fires. There we go. So it has a really long spread on it, so obviously as you saw you can adjust the spread. So right now it's wide like this, and then you twist it and then you can obviously make it shorter, but I don't really see the point in it being like this. I guess that's maybe good for like watering plants or something, but it has a really long spread. Look, it's like 2 turns. Usually it's just like a quarter of a turn, but that seems pretty powerful. And on here you even have a power gauge, so look, if I press it you'll see it go all the way to max because it's on full power. Ready? See the red down there? And it shoots back up to the top, so it tells you how powerful you are pressure washing. So let's see how powerful this actually is with the how far can you push a watering can across my grass test. So this is empty, on full power. Let's see how far it fires it. Not really that far for a 170 bar pressure washer. Maybe let me try a different nozzle. And to change the top is pretty simple. You just press in this red button, pull it off. Look, you see when you press the red button it moves out of the way, and then to put it back in you haven't actually got to press the button, but again I would recommend, or else you would just probably wear it out, and it clicks in. So let me change the attachment for the patio cleaning attachment, and let's see how powerful that is. Patio head on, and this is what it looks like. Let's see how strong this is. Again, not a great effort for a 170 bar pressure washer. Obviously it doesn't always stay 170 bar, but that's not a great effort. I've had less powerful pressure washers push that a lot further. Anyway, let's see how good it is at the cleaning the patio tiles. So the two main reasons you're going to buy one of these pressure washers is to clean your tiles, patios, whatever. It's going to be for that and cleaning your car. So this is the first attachment I'm going to use. This is the adjustable attachment. So this isn't the patio head cleaning one. But let's see. Now, this is on its strongest setting, so this will be all the way up on the max. So we'll see how this goes. So it has got the oomph to clean it, but that's me holding it very close. So let me bring it up to around about shin height for me. So at shin height, it can't clean it. It will work, but you have to hold it really close. And you're probably going to go to me, yeah, but it works, so that's fine. Yes, but if you've got to clean loads and loads of tiles, it's a bit of a backbreaker to be holding it like this all the way. But this isn't the correct attachment, so let me attach the correct attachment, which is this one. Push it in like that. As I said, you can press the button. But if I hold it close, so really close like this, so this has now got a lot more power, and that is incredibly effortless to do. So again, let me try and raise it up to about my shin height. And there you go, it does clean it. And the reason that that is so useful is, as I said, you don't want to be holding it all the way down here because it just busts your back up. You don't want to be doing that. You want to be holding it higher up this way. It's a bit nicer on you. You also don't want to be holding this too close. You don't want to damage your tiles. And when you are, if you have like grout bits or where you have sand and cement in it, don't hold this in there. You're just going to blast the sand and cement out, and then it will just grow weeds later. So I'm going to clean the rest of this. You can see how after about a minute of cleaning, I have done these 5 tiles, and that was actually pretty effortless. It is quite good that this is quite long, so as I said, you're not killing your back in. But I have also got a brush head attachment, so let me grab that and let's see how well I can clean these tiles with it. So this is the brush head. It does spin, you can see inside, and it is fully adjustable. So we loosen this and then you can adjust specifically where you want this. So this will also be, due to this being quite long, it should be a relatively nice height. Oh, there you go. I'm lying. It doesn't actually go into this attachment. It goes into this attachment. So to use this, you will be bending down a decent amount. Just bear that in mind. So let me just tighten this up around here, which is comfortable for me. And this is what it looks like when you do turn it on. So it doesn't actually fly the water out, although it does spin, so it does scrub it for you. But so using this, it doesn't create a jet of water, it just leaves water on the brush heads. So let's see how well it will clean on here. So it does clean it, but that is a lot more elbow grease. I think you are a lot more better off using this. Parkside do sell genuine patio cleaning brushes. This is just a brush attachment that comes with this kit, so it's not going to be the best at doing this. You know, it does work, but that's a lot of elbow grease, and you'd be a lot easier just using this. But we have also got the soap dispense bottle on the back of the pressure washer, so let me use that and let's see how easy that is to use. Lift it up and pull it out, and this is only just like a plasticky rubber cap, but it has got the tube in there, so whenever you do fill this up, you see this tube, make sure it is all the way at the bottom, or else you're not going to suck up your detergent. So this is the Parkside detergent. It comes out like very liquid. It is very, very thick. So let's get a good amount in there so we know the hose definitely sucks it up. Put it back in, push it in, then slide it down, and then with this plastic cap just pop that back on, and then we should be ready to rock and roll. So being honest, I was having real trouble trying to get the soap actually to come out of the pressure washers. Like right now it's all plumbed in correct and nothing's coming out, but I've realised that to actually be able to use the soap dispense on it, you need to turn this all the way down to its lowest pressure setting. And there you go, you see the soap coming out. So if you do get this, be careful, because if you've got it on full power, look, I'll twist it all the way back to the top. There will be some soap still in it when I do this first. But now look, there's now no soap in there. So to use the soap, you have to turn this all the way down. Let me go and see what happens then if it will work using the patio cleaning attachment. I've just done about a minute worth of trying to see if I can get the soap using this attachment. And I can't. Let me try again with the brush. Okay, the good news is if you're using this brush attachment, the soap does dispense. Which is a good thing. I can appreciate that people probably say, oh, this brush isn't for cleaning patios. You might want to say you might clean your car with it. I would really recommend against that. Do not use these on your car. You know, you will just scratch it up. Don't bother with that. So I'm not really sure what this brush is used for. That's why I'm using it on the patio. So I've now cleaned this part of my patio, and to be fair, I think quite an easy method there is to use the soap dispenser with the brush, agitate it, and then wash it off with this. This way you haven't got to be holding it, you know, trying to get off every bit of dirt, because where the brush and the soap agitates it, it makes it a bit easier. And before anyone gives me stick, I know the drain cover isn't straight. I know it needs to be turned around. I'll be honest, I just can't bother to pick it up. So anyway, let me finish the rest of my garden. So there we go, that is the patio now all clean. I thought the Parkside did alright. The best thing I can say about it is the fact that you don't have to bend down to use this. Like, hopefully I am in frame. Like, I'm 5'9", and I haven't got to bend down to use this, which is very nice on your back, as I said before. The brush and the soap dispenser, wasn't too keen on those. I don't think they're great. I will try the soap dispenser on the car just to see if it works on that pretty well. The only issue that I did have with this, now this is an anti-kink cable, so it's quite hard to get it to kink completely. So it should, once you pull it, it should go like this. But a couple times where it's raveled up on the back, it goes like this, you know, all curly. So when I want to pull this, like I'm not really trying too hard. If I pull this, it falls over, because as I said, this is quite a heavy washer, but it is quite top heavy. So that is quite annoying, because that happened quite a lot until I moved it into a proper position. I know if I moved it in the first place, it wouldn't have done it, but you don't want to keep moving your washer. You want enough line, 10 meters of line should be enough line. You don't have to do this, but because it keeps going like this, all kinked up, you will, if you want to pull it, you will pull it over. Anyway, then we go to the car, because that's going to be the other main reason you're going to buy one of these washers. And let's see how we get on with that. So I've come outside to the car, and the washer is about a foot behind the car. But because I've got 10 meters of hose, I am able to come around to this side of the car. So, if you place your pressure washer correctly, you don't have to move it to be able to clean your car. So, obviously I'm not going to do every single bit of this. I will try use a snow foam adapter, because I believe I have an adapter, and I will try and use the soap detergent bottle on the back of the machine. But I'll just do some snippets of it because it's a bit boring watching someone clean a car when I'm not reviewing the soap, I'm just reviewing the washer. So let me start on the wheels. Something I do want to show you, I did notice it out... No. Something I do want to show you, I did notice this outside when I was doing the patio, but it's a bit more evident when I'm cleaning the wheels. Believe it or not, these wheels are actually quite easy to clean. They look a bit space age, but because they're flat, they're actually pretty easy. Now, it's the spread on this. This is on the most high power I can get, but it's really, really wide. So watch what I mean. It's not like it goes small and gradually gets bigger. I mean, it's only small for about a couple inches and then it goes really like a wide fan. So that's not a problem, because you're not then probably going to damage your paint, because if you hold it here you will probably damage your paint. So it being wider is good because it takes the pressure out of it. But it's quite annoying when you want to clean it a bit more, you know, tightly, and it sprays so wide. So it's not a good point, it's not a bad point, it's just, it's a bit annoying, really. Time to suds up the car. Now, because this is a normal pressure washer, of course you will be able just to use the standard pressure washer attachment and your buckets and you can clean your car. But we're going to see then, I will be using the Chemical Guys Sticky Snowball Snow Foam. I will put the link in the description, and I have put it inside the soap dispense bottle on the back of the pressure washer. So this is 100 millilitres of this along with 800 millilitres of water. So we have got quite a high concentration, but let's see how this goes. Remember, we need to turn this down to its weakest setting because that is how we get the soap to dispense. So let's see how this goes. So it hasn't done particularly well there, but I mean, I'll give you a proper good close up. Bearing in mind the Chemical Guys is quite foamy stuff, so I'm quite surprised there. I thought it would actually do a bit better. So I believe all the soap dispenser really does, it just gets soap, it's there, that's about it, but it's not all sudsed up or anything like that. You need to work it in. I guess that's not a big deal, it's just I thought it would do better. So that is what you're getting if you put snow foam through the soap dispenser bottle on the wash. Let me change this and let me put a snow foam lance on it. And for this video, the foam lance I'm going to be using is this MJJC Foam Cannon SV3 because it's, well, it's the best lance out there. And I am using, again, 900 millilitres of water and 100 millilitres of the Chemical Guys Snow Foam. But to use that, it has got a quick fit connector. So this is one of the adapters for it. I believe this is a Bosch type one. I did have this set in my cupboard, so I will find the correct one. And again, I'll put a link in the description so that if you do want one, you can order the correct one. Just with this one, it's a little bit tight because you should be able just to push it in and twist it. But because it's such a tight fit, I do need to grab a pair of pliers and twist it like that. So there we go. Says the lance connected up. Now this should do really well. There is no reason why this shouldn't, because, well, we just should. So hopefully it does. And there you go, super duper dry foam. If that's what you want, obviously you can make it a weaker concentration, it'll be a lot more running. But look how thick that is. And that isn't due to the washer, that is due to the lance. But it does show that you can use this pressure washer with this lance and you can get a great foam up. So I was about to wrap up this video, but then I realised that on the side of the box it says this can also be used independently of mains water, but it does require you to purchase the suction hose from Lidl. Now, there wasn't a suction hose in the Lidl where I live, but you can do this using yourself a bit of pipe, and make sure you have yourself a quick connect that looks like this. And the quick connect is just so you can put it on the pressure washer like this. Now, the actual suction hose does have a filter on here. The filter on there, you put that in your bucket so that you don't get any sand, dirt, debris inside your washer. So this isn't the recommended way to do it, but I will just show you a method of how you can do it. So this is now physics with Charlie. As long as the pressure washer is lower than the bucket and the exit point of this pipe is lower than the entrance point of this pipe, the water will come out. Now, you can do the old-fashioned way and you can siphon it out and suck it out like that and then plug it onto your pressure washer, but another way is just fill the pipe with a little bit of water beforehand. This way you ain't got to put your mouth onto the pipe. The only problem you will have here is that you need to try and keep the pipe weighted down, which is quite difficult because this is a shallow bucket and I only have a little bit of pipe. So I push this on here like that and try and keep that pipe staying there. Let me just switch on the washer. As I said, due to this being a short hose, it's quite difficult to keep it down. So the pressure washer is now switched on. So I'll just pull the trigger on this with it turned off so that just try and get the air out of the system. If I turn this on, there you go, we now have water in it. So let me put this on here, and I can also do my how far will it push the watering can across the patio test. So I've just got to keep this held down in here. Ready? So there you go, that is how you can make this become a portable pressure washer. Obviously you still need it plugged into a power source. Let me see if I can put the patio head attachment on it as well, but look, to show you it does fully work. But as I said, this isn't the recommended method because you should have a filter in it, and because this is small I have to hold the pipe in the bucket, so if you have a deeper bucket this would be easier. But this is the patio head attachment. I'll push our watering can even further. So there you go, that is how you use it as a semi-portable pressure washer. So what are my final thoughts of the Parkside 170 bar 120 pound pressure washer? I made myself a little list. I've got some good points and bad points. So a good point, it is 170 bar, which is really powerful for a 120 pound pressure washer. It has a 10-meter hose on it, which is also really good. It is very easy to assemble. Sometimes you've got to put the wheels on, you've got to put some screws in it. But this, you didn't have to do anything. You literally just put it out of the box, push this on, and you are ready to rock and roll. It's nice and tidy when you put it away. So look, I've got the wand adapter, the gun here, and I've also got the other adapter in there. So when you put this away, it is nice and tidy. And it comes with a 3-year guarantee. So they are the good points about this pressure washer. If you do want to get yourself an adapter, make sure you get the correct one. So this was the adapter that I'm using. This is the Bosch Aquatac and the Titan adapter. Look, just from here they look pretty similar, but if you look close, these are different. So be careful if you are going to buy adapters. Make sure you do have the correct one, and this is the correct one. So to try and tell you what adapter this is, I actually bought this with this Halford's Advanced Premium Snow Foam. So like you get this adapter with it and the Carter adapter. But if I go on the Amazon website, this actually looks like it is the Nilfisk, or however you pronounce it. This is that adapter. So I will put the link in the description for this adapter because I believe that this is the correct one. But if you wanted to go and see it physically in your hand, head down to Halford's and look at the Premium Snow Foam bottle kit, and that will be the adapter that this pressure washer uses. But I believe, unfortunately, for the Parkside pressure washer, it seems to have more negatives than positives. So I'll quickly try and run through this. It's a really long video. I think the soap dispenser on the back is completely pointless. You can get a better job from a foam lance, and yeah, I find it pointless, so I wouldn't bother using that. And although this is a 170 bar pressure washer, when you're using it, it doesn't actually feel like it's a 170 bar pressure washer. So on some other washers like the Bosch or the Titans, you can adjust the spread on these to like a pinpoint, so that it becomes really, really powerful. So even though this says 170 bar, it doesn't feel it. Another problem is, believe it or not, trying to find one. Now, there is loads of Lidls around, but I had to go to 4 stores to actually find this pressure washer because all the other ones didn't have it. Although I did find a plasma cutter in one of them, which was very different. Another problem with this is this adapter. It's taken me ages to try and find it, so hopefully the link I've given you does work. But as I said, the Halfords foam lights does use this pressure washer, and so does the Halfords pressure washer. The Halfords pressure washers also use this adapter. That's why it is in the box. So hopefully that is correct. And the other downsides of it are the instructions. I think the instructions are, although there is a lot of instructions in there, a lot of languages, it's just not very clear. You know, it does say, you know, check this number, like number 6, number 1. So I guess that's helpful, but you've got to keep going back to your diagram. Although I do like the fact the diagram does stick out over here as you flick through the pages, but it's not the nicest instruction manual to try and go through. The weight. That is even though this packs up really well and it's nice and tidy, this is a really, really heavy pressure washer. So they are the downsides, but I think there is one quite significant problem with this washer. And I can't believe I'm going to say this because of it's something from Lidl, but it is the price. This is £120, so therefore it is no longer a budget pressure washer. A budget pressure washer is anything under £100. You know, that's not factual, that's just what I say. But if we go onto the Screwfix website, the Titan pressure washer is £100. Even though this says this doesn't go as much as high pressure, this is only 140 bar, it is a better performing pressure washer. You do get your 2-year guarantee with it. It doesn't have as much, you know, hose length on it. This has got 10 meters, that's got 6 meters, but it is a better washer. So that is the biggest problem with it, that there is cheaper on the market that is considerably better, and getting stuff for it is probably going to be a bit easier because that uses Bosch Aquatac accessories. So that's not a comparison or anything like that. I do believe the Titan 140 bar pressure washer is the best washer that I've used because of its price and its availability. So that being said, I think the Parkside is a decent washer, but there is a lot better on the market. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.